So next week, I am headed to Tokyo, and I've never been to Japan before, so I'm pretty excited. I'm actually going for a work conference, but while I'm there, I really do hope to do some Go tourism. So today is a super special video. I can't believe I'm making another Go video already. But I thought I would just kind of check in on Japanese Go to help get myself in the mood for, all things, I guess, Go in Japanese while I'm there. I definitely want to go visit the Nihon Kien. And, if you guys have any other, amateur or pro tips, I guess, whatever tips your category your tips fall into, of things to do in Tokyo, especially if they're Go related, or just things to do in general while I'm in Tokyo, leave them in a comment below. And yeah, I'm stoked. So today's game, we're looking at a very recent game. This is the Judan title match, the Tendan title match that's played in Japan every year. This is now considered to be one of the major titles, which are, at least if you've watched Hikaru no Go and absorbed a lot of other Japanese culture into your Go playing, these have reached legendary status. One player gets crowned each of these titles per year. The two players, Shibano Toromaru, one of the most exciting young players in Japan. I think he's 24 or 25 years old. And Iyama Yuta. Iyama Yuta, if you haven't heard that name yet, you've definitely missed out on Japanese Go within the last, 15 years in particular. Iyama Yuta was the first player to ever hold all 7 major Japanese titles all at the same time. That's never happened before until Iyama Yuta, where he just came and dominated everyone in the early 2010s. Unfortunately, today it's very easy to overlook Japanese Go because in international tournaments, the top Ichiriki, Iyama Yuta, Shibano Toromaru, the top Japanese players are kind of just getting their asses whooped. And not by a lot. Like, I'm talking like super high professional levels here. So we're talking like, 2-point games, right? This is like razor's edge difference, but it's been ongoing and consistent enough for long enough, mainly by the Koreans and the Chinese, that Japan's really, is very much in third place now on the international Go stage. But that being said, they still play insanely strong Go. Like, we are, like, I know it's like looking at a third place country and going, they suck. They're nowhere near as the Chinese, good as the Chinese or the Koreans. But this is a razor's edge, people. Like, this is still very high quality Go. So let's look at some Japanese Go. And like I said, this is a Judan title match. Most of these title matches are extremely long games. And that's one of the other nice things for Japanese Go, just historically, culturally, and aesthetically, is that the games are just played with a different sense of pace and timing. They're, at least historically, this isn't really true as much now with the modern advent of AI, but historically, players would take a lot more time in the opening. For a century, players would look to Japan as the best country in the world for specifically Go openings. So many developments came out of that country, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that players have these extended clock times for which they can just think about like the infinite possibilities that a Go game can take shape on the board. And so a lot of amazing openings came out of this country. Of course, now at this point, everyone's playing AI style, and so this is kind of a tragedy, right? Like even me looking at this game, we're no longer looking at the Kobayashi style openings or the Takamiya of the grand cosmic Go of the 70s and 80s. Like, things change. This is AI Go, and I guess it's all progress, but there's still something to be lost here. So in this game, Iyama Yuta, the legendary Go player. By legendary, I mean the dude is still younger than I am. Like, he's just such a legend. But how old is he? He would be 35? 34, 35? I think so. If you believe it, I believe I am older than 35. Anyway, the older legend player taking black, the more younger recent phenom taking white, and look at us, we got ourselves an AI game. S7 is a move that I probably don't play enough of my own games. This is again, I'm going to have a very relaxed attitude towards reviewing this game today. This is just more for my own, feelings on the Go board, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. This is definitely a move I don't play enough on my games. It totally makes sense here with the black stone at R16. If white wanted to do this to try to then, like, let's say black takes another move here and maybe play something very aggressive. Let's do that, and then black takes another move, right? like white can build over here, but it takes a lot of force, right? This is just very not interesting side of the board. And so just coming down to the second line and first of all just affirming, no, this is not an interesting side of the board. And second, just finishing the shape as quickly as possible is nice, right? Like, it's good for white to, even though this looks like a very slow, steady move, it's actually a very fast move. If that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense. But all right, black's going to take this corner. White's going to block this way. And man, at this point, this is a crapshoot. Like this, would I block this way? I would not block this way, right? Maybe I would. I don't know. Like this. Like I think the clock for Judan is 6 hours per side plus Byoyomi. So these games can go on for in total be 12, 15 hours if it goes right down to the wire. I don't believe this one does. I believe this one was decided early. But would I block this way? Would you block this way? I mean, Shibano says yes. I can't fathom. Like, my go intuition says the other way is better, right? Let's put it that way. But if black has a ladder, black can play this way. Is it good enough? Extend all the way to there? It's a game. I don't know. Looks like the bottom might be built too easily for black. Even though black is very low over here, it's very far from this wall. So maybe that's the reason. If we just do this, white might try to make one more exchange, or then play left. Not sure of the move, but either way, I don't know. I think they're both playable. All right, so we're gonna go this way, and I think we get a Tanuki. I briefly looked through this game earlier, but only barely. Only barely, and that's a big jump. Three stone wall. It's hard to call it a 4 stone wall. Maybe 3.5 stones. All right, but a 3 stone wall should be a 4 space jump, and we're playing 6. And even if you give it another half stone to white, that's not 6. But as with black, you just feel a little bit of pressure. But this is fighting. Like, this is his little counter to historical Japanese style, right? Old Japanese style very much would prioritize the same section of the board, but would probably only go there. Of course, probably wouldn't Tanuki in this position either. Would probably be a little more hante. Hante, the Japanese word meaning proper or solid. I'm not quite exactly sure of the best translation. But okay, we're going to go fast. And Yamayuta Tanuki's. Interesting move. Not what I would play here. Although I'm not sure what I would play here, to be honest. I think this is certainly a good move. I suspect leaving this hanging is perhaps more important. And actually, I think the AI agrees. So the thing about this move, like white has already said, look, I'm going to de-emphasize the right-hand side of the board. And so reaching out like this feels weird. But like, what is the merit here? Like, what are we going to do with this stone? Like, it's good for the corner, and it's good to lean on the top. We actually have low on the top. So we can attack it directly. We can lean on it. There's lots of things to do there. I just don't know what the move is on the right as a follow-up. Like, if white were to just, let's say white just plays solidly and just, defends the top, defends the bottom, what can we take? And it's real awkward. But maybe this is good enough. I guess it doesn't look too bad. This group is more out. Okay. No one wants to play this. No one. This or this. And you know, Black's reasons for not playing is Black isn't is probably not sure yet if Black wants to do this or if Black wants to do this. I think here you play this one, right? I think you fight because White's overextended. If this stone was, you know, something like this, then I think you probably play this. You're more inclined to play this now this is over-concentrated. So, but no one is playing over here. Let's see what Black does. Solid Kosumi. All right. And comes back and defends the top. Yeah, very reasonable. Black's going to do that leaning thing. Now again, right now, Black is trying to get influence over here. But White has a small group over here. So this has got to be a super long-term plan, since the obvious way to build something is kind of taken away from us. But I suspect the whole, or part of the reasoning behind this whole sequence is more just, we have an unfinished bottom that is just too wide. And you guys know how I feel about bottoms that are too wide. So there it is. Yep. Make one more exchange, get this corner group out, get a little more central influence, and go attack. Now, I did put a few moves in the AI that I thought were interesting earlier, so I don't remember most of them. So I'm not gonna be able to do this for most of the game. But I did note the AI actually liked this one better, like more pressure. You must go deeper into that bottom. This is too soft, very soft bottom. And White plays this move. The AI likes this move. This is, man, like, this is a baller move. This is a hard move for let's say like Dawn level players to play. You know, maybe not pros as much, but certainly Dawn level players, because this is so small. You're so sad to make a one space jump, right? So small. But this is the best move, at least according to the robots. You know, you're protecting yourself, you're keeping Black split, you're attacking both sides. Like, what's not to like? Don't have to be greedy, just have to be, you know, doing all the things solidly. And that move does that. And now we get this cut. Very good. So they're going to run out. Oh, interesting. Yep, we're going to Atari once to help out these 3 stones. And run. That's all more or less forced. And I believe this cut is actually kind of a bad move. And not bad in like, you know, amateur bad, like pro bad, where it's barely bad. Like only the slightest whiff of bad. This stone, you know, does break the ladder. So there's no ladder here. So Black can play it. Of course it works. But the counter options White has available are not too bad. I think that's the game. Did I just click the game? I did. You don't need to click in the game. Of course, this threatens to capture the stone again. So Black, you know, ladders this the white stone, and we can sort of trace this across and see that. Oh, actually, we can't really see this because this is still not really ladderable, right? This is a. I don't think White can run out. Even if we run this ladder all the way up, I mean, is there a good way for me to skip this? Right, we're always going to come out of this diagonal horizontally. So here, how do I play a black stone? I don't know. Here, how come I can't recreate a ladder? There's a stone here somewhere, right? There's a ladder like this. There we go. I got there. Okay, people. This is the ladder shape. Oh, this does break the ladder. Yep, 14. If it was one line over more, I think. I'm not sure. I don't want to think about it. All right, so this does break the ladder. There is no ladder here, at least for the time. Black lives in the corner. White gets this move, which is, it's not cool. Is it guaranteed life if black comes down. Looks pretty good though. Yeah, it looks like 2 eyes. So white makes a little group, black makes a little group. Black gets some inside thickness, granted there's some Aji, but white also actually helps the left-hand side. This you know, is a little bit of a liability in the sense that there's so many stones here, but does actually start to form a base with the stone that's already there. So this is overall, you know, I think this looks better for black than it actually is because there's still Aji here. It looks like this is more attackable than it is, in part because of the Aji. Everyone else is more or less settled. White's settled over here. Black is still under attack over here. Maybe that's the most important thing. And at the current point in this game, if we just sort of look at the board, black's corner, very nebulous over here, right? Like it's more blacks than whites. This is certainly more whites than blacks. We have a little group over here, a little group over here. Let's kind of call those a wash. We have a little group over here, and you know, black's a little more entitled to this corner than white for sure, but white has something over here and something over here to kind of balance it out. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't mind taking white here. It's just a harder game for black to overcome Comey with right now, but we'll see. Black's gonna make another exchange. I'm not sure if that's needed for the ladder or not. I don't think it is, but it's not a terrible exchange most of the time. Black comes down. Gonna take the Atari, capture. White's gonna ask to break through. And black responds with force. White comes back. Black threatens, I guess more than threaten, right? This just, well, I guess it's kind of threatening a ko if white tries to save the stone. Can't really do this safe. Like, everyone is super scared. Oh my god, that is putting the whole game on this ko. White gets to take first. This does not look like a good ko for black. I mean, white, it's gonna be brutal if it goes to that. Alright, that's not the game though. And black, this move is not right. It's not bad. You can clearly see the idea. Alright, white's sort of acquiescing, giving up the ko, or preventing the ko. Everyone's scared of this ko. Ko is so important. So white just connects, and I think the AI thinks there's I don't know what the move exactly is, but the correct direction of play is for black is to do something over here. And that makes a lot of sense, right? When you're looking at it, we still have this 3-stone stick that's kind of meh. We've got now this 4-stone or 3.5 stone group over here that's kind of meh. We have this stick over here that, you know, is meh. We've just got a lot of things that are kind of meh as black. And Yama says, okay, I will solve one of my problems. Make this move. It's big. Not only does it make an eye for black, it takes an eye away from white. And so this is it feels very forceful, right? When both you and your opponent want the same base, you should want to play it first. Unfortunately, yeah, black should probably just do something out here because there's just like too many groups. White responds just because, again, white's now under attack and black's going to crawl out. That's okay. Threatens to falsify this eye. Right, so making a base while threatening to take away the opponent's base. Just nice little knife fight kind of tactics. Gonna poke at the shape. Again, start working over to the stick, trying to secure everything. White says that he's fine, ergo he can actually get a little tempo going against this group. Neat. Black pokes. AI did not like this move. I think AI just wanted to connect. I don't know why, but we'll just go with it for now. Just know that as a fact. Keep it keep it in the back of your mind for whatever purpose. And oh my gosh, look at this. I see. We're just gonna play a Sente move in the middle of this fight. It's going on out here. Take your Sente. So here, we'll forget about that for a second. How bad is this threat? if white connects, this doesn't look great for black, but this is some reading, right? Black has 4 liberties. White, for what it's worth, has more than 4 liberties. So this is not a straight up capturing race. Black cannot just do this. And what are these players scared of? All right, here, AI, let's turn you on. So instead of here, come join the party, AI. If we do this, it says really good for white. Really good for white. Oh, right, we knew that, though. We knew that. That's what I just read. How do we turn AI off? Go away. No one wants robots. Yeah. So, at the same time, AI didn't like this move. It just wanted to connect here. So, all right, forcing, and then threaten to net this group. Nice. Black is going to forcibly get out. So all this white is connected. And white's going to have to respond over here, so black is connected as well. And so this whole fight resolved very peacefully. maybe there's something here later, but not right now. And so everybody's kind of like more. I guess this isn't like black can still put on pressure over here. Black. It's hard to know. How do you attack this stick though? If you were white, first of all, white's probably going to do something at the bottom or in here. Let's find out. Neither. White's going to force the question, threaten to keep up the attack. That's reasonable. All right, now we're going to change direction. Yeah, is this exchange good? Like, this is a weak point in the Kosumi shape, right? This makes attacks in the corner and in the side much more let's say fruitful when white plays here. But is it really good? I mean, 9 Don pros are playing it. Oh, AI says only move. This is not a move on my radar. Whoa. All right, let's figure this out a little bit. Why is this only move? Oh, here, let's play this. Oh, right. Because black has a stone here and there's a cut here. Yes. Okay. All right. I see. I have been corrected. Of course. Go back. Stop the AI-ness. All right, so nice. So this is how white's going to fix this cut problem, because now here, this is solidly cut. Nice, okay. Do it in Sente. I see. So very necessary. White plays, so yep, down here. Very good. Now, usually if you're black, you should be very happy about this sequence. Right? This is an example of a player having to injure themselves to save themselves. Like they're just pushing you around. You don't actually need to think very hard. And as they push you around, they're not really solving their problems, because one problem they solve is they then make another problem for themselves somewhere else. So finally plays over here, the side that no one wanted. Now, granted, Iyama took all these stones, so there was some potential here for black. Oh, it's still cut. Interesting. I'm not, this probably isn't Time Suji with 6-hour time limits, but that's what it looks like. It's still 2 eyes, doesn't actually change much. But, ooh, interesting Atari. Oh, this was quite an exchange. And then Tanuki here. Wow. So, yeah, nice Tetsuji. So, of course, white could still connect here. But this is very dangerous, and there's nothing left for white to do. This is just cede a very large piece of territory to black if white tries to cut. Well, there is no cut. Just ladder. Or even just a net. Oh, not quite net. Not quite net. But pretty, well, still ladder. Oh, game. Let's go back to game. This is game. Okay. White's going to instead make this cut and exchange more points in the corner for, like, I'm not, like, I don't know. Like, maybe that's me. This is the best white had. To threaten to capture this stone, but these 3 stones are now just a liability, right? This can be a very large corner for black if black runs this out and can continue the attack on this. Now, right now, of course, white can just solve all the problems by taking here. So I guess it's actually extremely unlikely that black will ever have an attack on this, because black not only needs to surround this and poke at the shape, black also needs to defend these 2 stones, and there's just no time. So that's safe. White cuts through, black pulls back. Interesting. All right, this is vicious. Look at this attack. That's nice. Just slicing. Now, why not here? And then here? Is this not... I guess this is a problem. Because then we get sliced that way. Yeah, the ladder is already broken. Okay. So, very solid response. Locally, of course, now... You know, white's running that way. Is this really better, though, than the other way? Sure is. What if we play here, though? Let's see what the AI says. AI says 6.2. That's a huge loss. Still says just pull back. I can't play this. I know. My human moves are causing you to think and work a little bit, AI. It's not sure. Oh, I guess even just doing this right now is brutal. Really? Connect here now? Keep... Oh, right. We still have a peep here. Oh, yeah. I forget everything I said. This is Sente, right? Connecting is Sente. All right. So we will sort of trust the AI that goes very poorly for black. Okay, make a nice little shape. The fight stays alive. Black finally Hanes. Counter Hane, double Hane. Peep at the shape. It's hard to tell who's attacking who here. This is just like classic Go playing, right? Who is actually under attack? Interesting. What? This is quite an exchange here. I see. There's a snapback, or shortage of liberties, not snapback here. So this is a huge exchange. Apparently, black is giving up a central Panuki to white. So white can have complete safety command of everything else that goes on in the center in order to link up his 2 weakest liability groups. That's yeah, that's an exchange. Now, if we look at that globally, white still has a little bit of territory here, a little bit of territory here, like almost negligible here, and something here. So white doesn't have a lot of points, and black's got one pretty huge corner and a little bit of scraps elsewhere. So I guess as black, I can justify it, right? If you have no problems and you can just sort of go right into endgame from this moment. Except you can't, it's white's move. Unfortunately, white gets the next move and attacks that corner. This looked a lot better to me when I thought it was black's move. Yeah. Alright, black's gonna come out. Pulls back, and you know, black like, look at this. This is actually starting to turn into potential for white. Like, can you believe that? Even though black started with this corner, came out with Kosumi, just based on having this, how this fight went, having to defend this little corner here. It's now turning. It was turning into white potential. Defends the corner. That's a silly little shape. Look at this. These 6 stones, not a go shape. Not one by name. Man, this still has weaknesses, right? Here, let's play here, and then this is a little bit of a weakness. Oh, yeah, it's not on, right. Okay. Though I think maybe this solves all the problems. Obviously, you can't play here, right? So you have to do this. But then if you pull back, I think this is only one eye. Right, if you give yourself a second eye, you can kind of see. You want to defend. Can't even play that. Hold on. Maybe no eyes? Might be no eyes. Either way, when you see these weird shapes, you gotta look at them, because there's a reason why they are not considered a go shape. Nobody placed them because there are weaknesses. And so I guess yeah, this attachment right here feels good to me. Maybe there's an even better way to exploit it. Maybe I don't know. S18 looks like it's too much. That might be too much. Yeah, but this looks like a weakness to me. I don't know. I have no idea if the players ever played or not. I didn't really read this far into the game. So we'll find out together. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this really exposes the weaknesses here, as well as forces black to sort of decide a shape. Oh, fixes the weakness. Look at that. White comes out. Little hand fighting for shape, for Sente. And then white completes the mostly capture. This black had to come back and fix this. Interesting. Okay, but black's corner is really big. Like this is a, how big is this really? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We presume white gets these 3 stones. But 15, 16. Yeah, this is a 30 plus point corner, my friends. That's what a 30 point corner looks like from beginning to end. And I'm afraid white doesn't have 30 points in any one spot on the board, but this center. Look at this center. This was supposed to be black's center. Do you guys remember? Like, black played these Kosumis out to the 4-5 point. Black had the stick over here. Black had the wall. Amazing. Right, Go is so dynamic. Oh dear. Okay, I see. That is not a move I would have thought of, but I see the idea. Trying to come back Hane, separate the 2 stones, run these out. I'm not sure. This feels like a liability at the point. I mean, black. Obviously, I guess black needs to get in here somewhere, right? Like, it doesn't really matter where. It's somewhere, and so defend. Yeah, pushing into the center, making a cut, going that way. Is this better endgame this way? Yes, much better endgame, right? Because this doesn't work. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because this turn could result in black having to come back and capture all these. That's a nice little tesuji to get another point of endgame essentially. This cut, how is this going to go? Black Tenukis makes white take the 2 stones. That's usually good form. What? Right now? Why are we doing this now? I guess if black plays here, white will let those 4 stones go. Right, we'll just play out here. So play on the side you don't want. It's the adage, I guess. Right, because black wants to play here. Like, that's a cool move. But even then, that doesn't work, right? Like, what? Oh no, it totally works. This works. Yes. White can make 1 free Atari. Right, but then this move. Yes. Okay. So I think black wants this one, but instead of playing this one, where is it? We gotta do all this. He plays here. I gotta see what the AI says about that one. So this is good. What about this one? Where white plus 2 points, according to the AI. Loss. Okay, Yamayuta, you are officially 1 point stronger than I am. Why? Why is this better? Oh, maybe it leaves the and white has to connect later. That might be why. Okay. Yeah, crazy move. Like, totally off my radar. White playing some endgame over here. White takes. Okay, then comes back and takes. Okay. Yeah, because these 2 white stones are over here, right? This move is extra large, so black is more compelled to take it. Endgame, make the group alive. Oh. Take points, poke. Come up. Come under. Go down. Oh, nice. Okay, but you're going to lose more points in the corner. Interesting offer an exchange. Okay, everybody's safe. Black finally connects. It's been sitting there since like move 20. Wow. All right. And game pokes, and at the end, look at all this territory white made in here. Right, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 25 points. White ends up making a 25-point center. We'll go back to the beginning of the game after we see all these shapes and where the territory ended up being, and just sort of remark at how, just how Go works, I guess. Just little endgame pushes. And then I think this is a resign, even though I think it's a 2-point game to this point. So Yamayuta resigns here and gives Shibano the title of Judon. Not the Titan, that'd be cool too, but the title of Judon. Which is cool. So the youngster wins. We got like a 25-point center here. This is still, let's actually count this corner. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half. Yep. Times 2. It's a 37-point corner. 37-point corner here for black. Amazing. 25-point corner center for white. Oh, it's actually it's a little bit less than that because black has this move to gain a point in endgame, basically. Right? Because now to capture this, white eventually has to capture this, and has to spend 3 moves instead of 2. Although, actually, wait, right here. So white has to play capture and then fill, and then if black plays 1 more move, white has to respond. And then that's the same. Oh wow, it's not. I thought this gained a point. I guess it only gains a point when white doesn't actually have to fill in the capture again, or take the other stone, more likely. So I guess it actually doesn't gain a point. Huh. I should actually read things. So yeah, white wins by 2. If we go back all the way to the beginning, anything else interesting? I mean, white at the beginning of the game, white asked to make a small group over here. Black wanted to make a wall. The wall ended up not gaining anything, right? It was just sort of there. It was talked about a lot, but was not used directly to make any sort of points. All of black's points are really just in this one giant corner. Everything else is scraps. So if we go back to the beginning, if you remember, like, this is the game, right? Like, no one makes terribly many points over here. White gets a 25-point center. Can we see that? I guess so. I mean, white has a wall here, but it's third line. It's black who's coming out. I guess white does get that stone, but it's black who's leaning. Black's even playing soft more towards the center. Black gets this little bit of thickness here. I mean, you're going to tell me white makes a 25-point center at this point in the game. That's pretty hilarious. So anyway, that's the state of Japanese Go, I guess. It looks identical to Korean and Chinese Go for 90% of it, because everyone's just playing the AI moves, which is our that's our lives now, right? But there's still character. There's still ways to express yourself on the Go board. But man, they are increasingly subtle, and I still feel like that's a little bit of a shame. Team Human had a good run. But yeah, man, look, this is just, I guess at this point it looks like with this white group crawling, it's like, oh, maybe white can get something in the center because white has an attack on this, and that's really the key. But before that happens, like to here, man, it's so hard to imagine white having that 25-point center. This move is like the one move that sets off that whole chain reaction. Amazing. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll be in Tokyo next week, and I doubt I'll probably leave the city very much. One of my other Go friends, he's like, oh no, you got to go to Osaka and go to these other places, and I just don't think I'm going to have enough time with work conference and just only being there a week and the jet lag and like the whole thing. I don't think it's going to be a whole entire See Japan trip. But I'm definitely excited to see the Go things that I can find there. And like I said, if you have some tips, some good leads, things to do, places to go, drop me a comment. Let me know, and everyone else who might be going to Japan who sees this video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Not making any promises when that it's going to be, but yeah, happy going.